Hi Taurus, this is Just with your February 2019 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Taurus, who are you fighting with? What are you fighting about? This is a very, as I told Sagittarius, so if any of you guys have anyone in your life significant that is a Sagittarius, go and definitely check that reading out. Also, look at your 2019 reading. It's in the description box below, guys. Definitely, it's a great way to support if you've always wanted to support the channel. This is a great way to do it, and you get something out of it. And you guys had a very informative and life-changing reading as well, so that would help you going forward to kind of take a peek of what the energies were looking like for the remainder of this year. So check that out in the description box below. But I do see that you come into February playing no games. I see you're kind of pissed off for some of you, or someone could be that for you, but I do feel like it's probably more so you. This is a time where some of you are feeling as though some things have to be settled. Some things have to be dealt with. You're not going to go any further into 2019 the way you have been before. Although the things that plague you or others around you that then affects you is a bit of a challenge. It's actually the challenge, okay? I feel like you feel as though you've got to, for some of you, you just want to be happy, okay? You just want to be happy. You want your happiness, and you're going to guard yourself against that as much as possible, okay? But also, and I have to say it, I got to say it, I'm going to say it, you have to look at the man or the woman in the mirror. You've got to, okay? You have to say and see to yourself, am I being a little bit stubborn? Am I being as, flexible as I possibly can? Am I being as understanding? And you guys are, in my opinion, one of the most understanding, logically understanding people that signs that I would say are out there. But there's something about this one in particular that I feel like perhaps you feel that you have to kind of guard yourself. Okay. It's almost as if it's time for you to get your retribution. It's your time. Okay. You're tired of perhaps having to defend yourself. You're tired of feeling as though people can kind of say and do what they want, and it's going to just be forgiven. I feel for some of you, there may have been an argument, a fight, something that was said that kind of had at least two people leave your life, okay? And you're still kind of reeling over that. You may still be playing that in your head about what they did, what they said, what's happened in the situation. And you may feel like, okay, you haven't done enough. You haven't bowed down enough. You haven't apologized enough. You haven't done A, B, and C. And I feel like this is secular. I feel like it's karmic. I feel like it's this constant cycle of someone doing you wrong, saying the wrong thing, and then they have to pay. They have to pay a price that perhaps they're not even really aware. Okay. And I do feel like because of it, there is a bit of a divide. This feels very family, very intimate. But it doesn't mean that it's only affecting you guys in the personal areas of your life. It could also be work. Be very careful about overindulging in anything that binds you in a way that is unhealthy, because that will be a huge challenge for you. I do have to say, and I have to say it, it's not, all over your cards, but there's something that kind of someone may feel trapped and chained and bound to you, and it could be sex related. It could be, this is a person that you do certain things that you don't do around other people with. This is the person that, and it could involve this sex thing that is going on, something sensual, something sexual. So be careful with that for some of you. Overall, I do see that you're defending yourself to be you're defending your right to be happy. You're defending yourself against the person that you're choosing to be with. You're guarding yourself against your family, for your family, but there is some feeling defensive around happiness, around family, okay? And I almost feel like either you or someone around you feels disconnected from the family aspect, okay? So it could be very easily that you guys are planning a family event and someone's the person that's left out. Someone feels left out. You may feel like you're so disconnected from your own family, and you may be feeling a bit disconnected with what makes you happy. And I feel like it's because some of you keep looking back at, you've been done wrong. This is not right. That's not right. When if you were to look forward, then you would see that there's so much more to be happy and joyous for. Now, don't get offended if you feel a little pinch or a sting of what I just said. It is just food for thought, okay? Now, external to you guys, and that being said, I'll back up a bit. That being said, you may have been at that place, but now you're more wanting to embrace something that is a little bit more friendly and more open and more happy again, okay? So you may have been there. Now you're coming into a better place. I do feel like if you've had any fallout, particularly at the workplace, that situation will be able to kind of culminate and you can get on a better page with you and the other person external to you. I do feel like you have people around you, could be family, friends, people at the workplace who are making plans, who are wanting to reconnect with you, who've been wanting to reconnect with you, but it's been a bit of a burden of how do they accomplish that? How do they bridge the gap? How do they get on the other side? I also see that at the workplace, some of you may be realizing that some people are leaving. They're making plans to go to another place, to relocate. This may be a travel or vacation time for you guys where you work at. You may find that some people are very busy and other people are celebrating. So it's a lot of different elements going on at the workplace. If you're looking for work, it looks like it'll be a great time for that. You can find, it's almost like you'll find a place at a distance. You may find a place that overwroughts and overwork you. And also you may find a place that's really great and has a more of a family, more intimate, small type of environment. You also may spread yourself around. You may decide this month that you're going to foster more of a, you may incorporate your own business, doing something for yourself. Okay. And I do feel like that will come with a lot of success over time. You even may want to incorporate your family or do something when it involves a family products or more specific babies product, that sort of thing. So there is an opportunity for you to kind of move forward in a positive way. And I do feel like you'll be more open to it in the month of February. Now, halfway through, I do see you working really hard and you could be focusing on someone. If particularly a Taurus man, you may have your mind set on a fire sign woman, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be a person of that sign, but you are very focused on a particular person, wanting to communicate and reunite with this particular person who you may, in all intents and purposes, feel that this person is kind of untouchable. You may not even know where she's at. Taurus women, this could be you. That someone is reaching out, wanting to communicate with you. But I do feel like second part of February, there is this really focusing on something intently, waiting for answers, waiting for a word back. You may hear something. Some of you, again, may want to communicate and talk with, I get a fire sign woman. If you're looking for work, you may get a response regarding a fire sign woman or a woman. You wouldn't know what her sign is, but she's very dynamic, probably alluring, wear colorful, bright colors, kind of when she enters the room, take notice, that sort of thing. And I do feel like you kind of want to put something to an end. You want to conclude something, okay? So it's an opportunity. February is a major month for you guys to kind of overcome any problems and issues that you've been having with another person. The first and second weeks looks like it would be the most probable for a positive outcome. Someone wanting to reach out to you, you, them, hearing back from companies, organizations regarding employment or school education, that sort of thing would be most favorable for you guys. You'll be getting the call then. If you've been contemplating, wondering, wanting to, should I reach out? If you can, because for some of you, this person is so far away from you. It has been such a long time. You may not know where to start to look for this person. But I feel like it's meant. So I feel like you should just kind of do a little digging and see what you can. And whatever way that you can reach out to them, you should, because that may be on you at this time now. I do see that you'll get into this place and it's this constant repetitive theme of like needing to settle the score, needing to take care of something. Some of you may have legal issues that you are having to settle and deal with. Okay. Second week of February, you may get some good news, or you may get some news that you can conclude some things and move forward. Or at least you know you have more of an idea of where you stand. And now you have to kind of move forward. But then the third week, it gets a little bit hairy. I know the end of January was really difficult. It's funny how now it's kind of rev full steam ahead. And it was almost like you're not going to see what's coming this last week of January. And it had a lot to do with settlements and decision making and having to balance a scale and balancing things out. And I do see that there's going to be a lot of confusion of how do you get there? Can you trust what's being said? Do you have all the information? Do you have all the facts? And it almost like it will exacerbate simply because you become very anxious, worried, concerned, nervous about your finances, about, this rule, this situation that's creeping up. And a lot of you, it will have to do with your marriage. It's like for some of you, your marriage is literally crumbling and coming apart. Others of you, it could be, again, it could be your job. It could be work that now they're putting out different rules and regulations. Again, some of you could be furloughed, and we do see that, even though, they've stopped it for a little while, it may, by the time we get to the end of March, it's like it's on again. There's more details coming out about that. So there's something surrounding around you needing to settle a situation that is getting out of hand. And you really kind of don't know exactly how do you get to the truth or get clarity on the situation, and that will drive you crazy to some extent. And it may involve you and another person. It's not just you. It could be like you and a child, you and a mate, or you and someone else at work, but it's you and another person. But you will get some good news by the end of February. So all is not lost. I want you to know that I know I said to you in January, the last week, all hell was going to break loose for a lot of you. And now we see the culmination of all of this stuff. But it looks like it concludes in a very good way. You get news that comes in very swiftly. Someone coming into you, coming back, wanting to help out. I get help. Help is on the way. Okay. Someone is coming in to kind of rectify and heal and fix the situation. And they may not be there to stay, but they will be there to serve the purpose to get you out of whatever the problem is that you're going through. So my message to you, Taurus, is speak, ask for help. I know you guys are very independent, confident, and individualistic, even though you're you're not opposite Aquarius, but you guys really will do things on your own because you really rely on yourself and what is right in order to make really concrete decisions. But it seems like some of you need help. You need to reach out to other people. You have to come away from, okay, well, let me just lay down for a bit and try to figure it out. Let me just go into my shell. No, definitely try to reach out to people. You do have Cancer in the third house. So the way that you think, in order to get clarity, you go within a lot. So you want to go out and reach out to people. Someone's going to come in to help you anyway. But I feel like maybe this person that's going to come in the end of the month, you're contemplating, how do I kind of reach out to this person? Should I reach out to this person? A, B, and C. And then maybe your stubbornness or that will to figure it out on your own says no. And then you start to realize, okay, this thing is getting out of hand. Reach out. Ask for help. Ask anyone, because I do see someone will be there to help you. Now, if this is a marriage situation, I do feel like it's coming to a head. There's nothing you could do about it. And again, you may find that at the end of the month, for some of you, someone is coming in wanting to reconcile. You both are kind of trying to decide, what are we going to do? The male aspect here is hoping, wishing, and praying for something to change for the better. Okay. And for them, it could just be that, they're carrying around this burden about should they go in a new direction or should they just continue to try to work things out with their family or work the situation out with you. And it does feel like the second half of February, it is immensely on someone's mind. Okay. It is a very strong focus of the decision making, needing to make a decision, or some news coming out about having to make a decision. Okay. And so there's going to be, and it could involve three people here. And if someone has a marriage and it's for some reason these third party storylines are coming out really strong, but it could be that someone's married and they have to make a final decision of which direction that they're going. And I do feel like someone's going to be coming to that decision. So for some of you, it'll be that someone's coming to you because you're the third party and they're deciding to come your way. For others of you, you're the married family dynamic and they're coming back to you. But you will be hearing after this place of feeling like, okay, we've settled it. It's settled. This is what you're going to do. Okay, you're going to do this. We're going to get a divorce. Fine. And then it's not really, someone's not sure if that's what they want. They're stressing themselves about it. And then they come back wanting to fix their marriage, wanting to fix something. But whatever decision, whatever role you play, someone will be coming back to you. Okay. But make no mistake about it. They're coming back, but they're not staying. Okay. They're coming back, but they're going to have to leave. This person may travel, may live very far from you, maybe at a distance from you. So when they come, they can't stay. Okay. But it is to kind of fix the situation. It is to try to help and mend the situation, okay? Because whatever this is, it's gotten completely out of control. And I do feel at the core of both of you, there is love here, okay? So some of you may be reconciling your marriage. Some of you may be, finalizing, where do you go from here with a relationship that's, again, very problematic. And the decisions will be made in February, but it still dwindles on. I'm sorry. I've been telling sometimes this. It's like you think you're on one track and it's like, okay, we're on the track. Now we're here. And then it's like, well, no, not yet. It's still going to drag on. If you're single in the month of February, I feel like you could be meeting all different kind of people. I do feel like you may find if you've been dating someone, you may find that they may have legal problems, they have financial issues, they have some issues going on in their life, major issues that they really have to work on, and they really can't commit a lot of their time to you because they're so busy trying to get themselves out of whatever situation that they're in. Okay, for all of you, it'll be different. So just be very careful because this will be one of those very karmic times, and you may find yourself extremely attracted to someone, very alluring, and it's like you can get yourself involved in someone that you can't easily get out of the situation, and this person has loads of karma. Like you can meet someone that has a lot of karmic debt to pay is what I'm saying here. You could be someone that's coming into someone's life and you have a lot of karmic debt to pay. And so entering into a situation will bind you guys that could be financial, that you could be karmically financial, but you probably won't realize that until well down the years from now, 5 years at least down the line, 5 to 10 years down the line. You may go through a 5-year period of everything being okay, 5-year period of life just completely falling apart with this person. So there's some secular karmic connections here that for those of you who are single, be careful. For those of you in a relationship, and it's a really relatively calm relationship, it's just that some of you or your partner may have some financial issues, some settlements that needs to be taken care of, something that involves family, something that kind of has reared its ugly head once again, and it needs to be dealt with. And I do feel like whoever the issue kind of is placed upon, or it's theirs to deal with, I feel that you guys will try to come together to fix it. But I do get the male energy here doing as much as they can to fix the situation, although they'll be very confused, not sure about exactly how they get it done. And then by the month's end, they will get it done, and you will, I'm not saying they will get it completely done, but at least you'll finally get some message of very quickly of what a person is planning to do. Be very careful if you have no one around you and you feel like, oh, my mate, he's all the way away from me. He's nowhere around me. There's no possible way that he'll show up at my door. Surprise, surprise, surprise. And I think that's what I'm going to tag your reading. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Because I do feel like you're going to get a surprise. At the end of the month, someone's going to come knocking on your door 100%. So that's what I have for you guys for February. I know it's a lot of information, but I hope this has been helpful for you guys some kind of way. Definitely check out, like I said, that 2019 reading because it'll be very helpful for you guys. It's in the description box below. You contact me as well in the description box below. Check out, if you want to let us know how this relates to you, please do so in the comment section below. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe because I will be back very soon, hopefully with some amazing news for you guys, even though it's not as bad. It's not that bad. It's just finally trying to settle some things. And with another one. Take care, Taurus.